Commercial truck accidents is what we're talking about today. But my question for you right out of the box may sound a little naive, but exactly what is a commercial truck? Is a commercial truck always a semi?
No, it's a great question. It's not. It's anything that weighs over 10,000 pounds. And so there's light-duty trucks. There's box trucks that you see often on the roadways. Those would be considered commercial trucks. You can have large Super Duty Fords that can be considered commercial trucks because of their weight. And so it's really the weight is the driving factor as to what would be considered a commercial truck. And, you know, there's a lot of going on with the weight. Their stopping distance is incredibly different. You know, your car and my car, if we're going 65, it still takes us a football field to stop. But a large truck, sometimes pulling trailers, sometimes fully loaded, could be 80,000 pounds. Those can take up to 2 football fields to stop. It's after the brakes are applied. Lots go into the actual stopping of the vehicle, right? There's the recognition of some sort of hazard or something in front of you that could be problematic. So that takes a moment. The 18-wheelers, they have air brakes, which are different than the brakes that you and I have. We have hydraulic brakes, liquid brakes. We touch our brakes, it's almost instantaneous. Commercial trucks have air brakes, and there's at least a half a second before the application of those brakes, even after they're touched. And so, you know, you have the recognition, you have the decision making, and then you have the delay in the brake. So that coupled with the 2 football fields to stop at 65 makes these things problematic if something were to happen in front or if someone's not attentive.
They have a lot of different blind spots that, for example, you and I would not have on our vehicles, where we can see things that they cannot see, because despite how many different mirrors that they might have on their sides, even despite some of the fact that they have cameras on some of these vehicles to help the driver see, it's just not perfect, and they cannot stop in time for you. And the aftermath is definitely a critical thing with respect to the commercial vehicle accidents, especially the larger the vehicle, generally speaking, the impact is going to be much greater.
There's a federal agency that governs commercial trucks, but there's over 700,000 companies that they have to regulate. And they do put out regulations and rules, and it's our job as attorneys to make sure that after someone is hurt in a situation like this, that these companies are following those rules.